Hello, good morning. Today we will discuss about the basic structure of an HTML documents and what is HTML and why it is important, and some HTML versions and also small program we will write it in the text editor and display it on the web pages. And then I prepared here a small document and we'll go through this for this lecture, and from next lecture onwards we will practice in the text editor. I will explain about some elements and we'll practice in the text editor. Okay, so first thing is what is HTML and why it is important. HTML stands for the hypertext markup languages, and one thing you have to remember, HTML is not a programming language, it's a markup language, and it's a standard language used to create web pages. HTML provides the structure and content of a web page, and including headings, paragraphs, images, links, and forms and other elements. And HTML is important because it's the foundation of all web development. It provides a standardized way of creating web pages that can be interpreted by webers and displayed to the users. Without HTML, web pages would not exist, and the internet, as you know, it today would not be possible. Okay. In addition, HTML is a relatively easy language to learn, making it accessible to people who want to create their own website or work in web development. Okay. By learning HTML, you can get fundamental knowledge how the web works and build your skills in a web development. Okay. So this, if your interview asks about what is HTML, why it is important, you can go through this. You can go through this answer. Okay. And the basic structure of HTML document. Okay, so if you document type declaration is there, the first line of HTML document declares a version of HTML being used. This is done using document type declaration. Here the document type HTML is there. Here the first line, it is the first line, and the HTML element, HTML element is a root element of the HTML document. It contains all other elements of the document, includes head and body elements. Head element contains a metadata about the document. This head elements, it is a opening tag, it is a closing tag, and it consists of the head and just the document metadata about the document, just the title, description, keywords. It does not contain the visible content. The body element contains a visible content of the document, such as headings, paragraphs, image, links, and other elements. Okay, these we will go through in the next lecture, that what is a paragraph, what is headings, what is images, what is links. I will explain in the next lecture. This is the basic thing. Okay, so this is a basic example. Is of a first line is a document HTML document type HTML. You have to mention which HTML. What is the document type? That's HTML here. It's a opening tag HTML, closing tag. All doc content should be between the opening tag of HTML and the closing tag of HTML. And the head section, as you know, I told you, head section contains documents such as title, description, and keywords. Okay, title about the title, whatever title you write, my web page, something, whatever you write. And the body section is the real content of the web pages, real content. Okay, so I will explain. If you take some web page here, so you right click on it and just check it in view page source. Okay, here it is the document type HTML. You see here document type HTML, and all the HTML tags, ending tags, closing tag, link tag. These are you can see, you can check it in any web browser like view page source. You can check the elements and the content what is there here. And the first line must be the document type HTML, should be there. Okay. That's it. And this is the text and the buttons. And this is a form. This is a basic content. HTML is nothing but the basic content and text and content of the web pages. That's it. And then simple example, document type declare indicates a document is written in HTML. The HTML element contains the head and body elements, and the head element consists the title of the document. The body element contains a heading, paragraph, and image link. Okay. Next is setting a development environment, and I will explain last this about the how to set up the development environment. Nothing is there, just it's you can practice in Notepad as well. So first I will practice in Notepad, and later we will practice in the some Visual Studio Code. Okay, this and one thing you have to know, this is what is the difference between markup language, scripting language, and programming language. Okay, the markup language used to create the structure and content of a web page. Okay, like HTML and XML. Example, HTML is a markup language, not a programming language, not a scripting language. Okay, and scripting languages are used to add interactivity and functionality to the web pages. Functional web page, they allow you used to create dynamic effects, respond to user input, and manipulate web page content in real time. Example of scripting includes JavaScript, PHP, and Python. Okay, and programming languages are used to create software applications, including web applications. They are most powerful and flexible than fixed language because programming language contains more libraries than the scripting language and used to create complex applications with extensive functionality. Examples of programming language used in web development include just Java, C++, Ruby, and Python. Python. One thing you have to understand: Python can be a scripting language and can be programming language. Like some languages should be there, like both. It supports both scripting as well as a programming. Okay, in summary, markup languages are used to create the structure and content of a page. Scripting language used to add interactivity and functionality, and the programming language used to create the software applications. Each serve as different purpose and often work in web development. Okay, this important one. You have to know the difference between markup language, scripting language, and programming language, right? And also you have to know the difference between the HTML, CS, and JavaScript. As you know, HTML is used to create the structure and content of a page. It is a markup language that use tags to define different elements of a page: headings, paragraphs, links, and images. HTML provides a basic building blocks of web page. Okay? And CSS is used to style and layout of web page. It is a style language that works with HTML to control the visual presentation of web page, such as fonts, colors, backgrounds, and layouts. CSS allows developers to separate the presentation of the web page from its content, make it easier to maintain and update. Okay, JavaScript is a scripting language used to add interactivity and dynamic effective web page. It allows developer to create dynamic effects, respond to user input, and manipulate the web page content in real time. JavaScript can be used to create interactive forms, animations, and other effects that make web page more engaging and user friendly. In simple terms, HTML used to create the structure and content of the web page. CSS used to styling and layout of the web page. JavaScript is used to add interactivity and dynamic effects. All three essential to web development often work together to create modern dynamic web pages and applications. So one thing, if you take this the example, Facebook is a text. Okay, is a text box will be there, button will be there, is a form, is a basic structure and content without functionality, and as the color will be there, the login color is a color as there. So without functionality and color is a basic is a HTML. With the added color, it's you have HTML, CSS. If you add functionality, login button, because there is functionality will be there, user input. If you have user input and password, there is some functionality will be there in the login. We have to write the scripting code, JavaScript code for that. That's the dynamic user effect. Okay, next thing is the HTML history. Okay, HTML history, you go through the HTML history, these are things. Okay, what just for information purpose, nothing more important here. Okay, and here the most recent version of HTML is HTML5. It is in 2014. It includes many new features supporting a video and audio playback, canvas for creating graphics on the play, and new semantic tags for search web content. Okay, and the versions of HTML. Okay, these are the HTML5 versions will be there. And first version released in 1991. It is simple language that allowed web developers to create basic web pages and text images. HTML2. This version of HTML was released in 1995. It includes new features such as tables and forms. And HTML 3.2 released in 1997. This version of HTML include even more features such as support for style sheets and the ability to embed multimedia content. And the recent one is the HTML5. This current version of HTML released in 2014. It includes many new features such as support for video and audio playback, canvas for creating graphics on the fly, and the new semantic tags for structuring web content. I will tell you about the semantic tags and what is later of lectures. Okay, HTML5 is the most used version of HTML today and is expected to remain the dominant version for many years to come. And also next thing, we will see the basic thing about the just the notepad first program. Okay, first just normal first program, right? Just the opening tag HTML first, sorry, first HTML opening tag is a closing tag. Okay, remember, HTML opening tag, closing tag, everything should be in between this two HTML and slash HTML. And the next thing, head section is a title or description. Okay, you have to mention in head section about the title and description. And also this also has opening and closing tags. Okay, and also body section is there. This is the where the real content takes place. In body section, just h1 element, the element h1 is an element. I will tell you what the element h1, h2, h3, h4 heading elements are there. So I will tell you in the next lecture, don't worry. This is my first HTML Okay, mention just like that, just the text, whatever text you write here is your interest. Closing tag h1. Okay, in head section if you want you can just title some my web page, like something whatever you want it. Okay, title my web page or whatever, whatever text you need, like it my web page, and closing tag title. Okay, okay, this good. Okay, this look good, and save as a. Okay, this normal HTML program is just simple, and save as anywhere you can save it. And then save it as, and also you have to save it in .html version. Okay, on first .html all files. Okay, html.html, you have to save HTML file. If you want to save an HTML file you have to save as a .html extension. Okay, save it. Okay, and open. Just open now. You will see this is my first page of HTML. Okay, so view page source. The view page source will be there, and you can see my program, whatever written program here it came, my page title and everything. Okay, that's it, and this is a very simple program. From next onwards you can will see the, we will discuss about the elements and some tags and elements. Okay, right, that's it. Hello, today we will discuss about the elements, heading elements and paragraph elements. Okay, first headings. Okay, in headings are used to define the hierarchy of the content on a web page. There are 6 levels of headings will be there, each denoted by h1 through h6 tags. So if you want to use h1 tag, use it for the main heading of a page. Use a largest and most prominent text on a page, and h2 tag used for subheadings or second headings, and h3 to h6 just it's used for the lower level subheadings or headings with decreasing level of importance. Okay, mostly use the h1 tag for the for large text. Okay, and if you want to small text use h3 to h6 tags, and if you are using subheadings use h2 tags. We'll see with an example later. Okay, and also paragraph is there. Paragraph is defined using the p tag. Typically paragraph starts with new line. If you want to start with a new line use paragraph tag. And also if you paragraph is nothing but tag is used to enclose a block of text which is typically used to provide information or content to the user. Okay, let's see with examples. Okay, okay, go document type HTML. First line must be first line. The first line of the HTML program must be the document type and HTML. Okay, and later open HTML tag. Sorry. Okay, HTML closing tag. Sorry. Right, now we'll see head tag user for the title and information about the body. Next goes the body tag where main content are there. These these are the common in every HTML program. Okay, HTML head body section. This head section, in head section we will typically describe the title, and it not visible, it won't visible content. Body. Okay, so okay, so h1 tag, opening tag, and the closing tag mentions. Okay, write anything here, that just hello. Okay, just hello. Okay, something welcome. Okay, write welcome to HTML something. Okay, like this one program. And see, I will do it for 5 times, repeat it for 5 times. Use it h2 here, and this one to h2. and here use h3, use h4 tag here, and h5 tag, opening tag and closing tag, h5 h6 tag. Okay, see, welcome to HTML. Go see, and also use a paragraph tag. Okay, use paragraph here and write something. Hello, how are you? What is your name? Okay, and closing p tag. Right, just save. In head section title you can mention any title. Okay, any name, you can give any name, like my web page, write something like that. My web page title. It won't be visible in the body content, it won't be visible whatever you mention head tag. It just head tag is nothing but the information about the body title, like this one you have to mention in the head section, right? And here save it, here save as some anything, take anything D. Okay, I'm saving it in D section, local D, and some web.html, write any within them, but ends with the HTML extension. You should have to end with HTML extension. Okay, and save it. Okay, open web. See here h1 tag with bigger text, h2 tag little bit smaller, and goes on decreasing, h3 little bit smaller, h4 to h5, h6. So these are everything very smaller, and here's a paragraph content, right? So if you want how are you and what is your next line, just do it here. Okay, hello, paragraph. Okay, see here, hello, how are you, what is your name, here all in single line, but in the web browser it will be displayed in multiple lines. Okay, see, I will save it here, let's see in a minute, right? And see, okay, hello, how are you, what is your name. Okay, so paragraph is number, it starts with a new line. If you want to start with a new line, mention your content in the paragraph. Okay, right. In this video we will discuss about how to create image in a web page, and also how to create links in a web page, and also attributes. Okay, first we will create an image using image tag, means image element, and source is an attribute. Okay, source is attribute, and some image color.jpg. So the alt means alternative. If something wrong in the source, so alternative name you can mention here, cola, some cola name, like that, something, and close the tag. Okay, so the cola.jpg should be in the same folder where your web browser is, where you save this file, right? And otherwise it will give error. It call as a relative address, this give relative address. Okay, and we will see the output, right? See, this is a cola, so it looks like bigger now, so we'll make it short, and also we'll give name, some name, right? Okay, so how will it will be using style attribute, no, using height and weight. Okay, use height and width is equal to some 100 pixels you give, and height is equal to, these are the attribute. Okay, attribute is nothing but information about a element. Okay, the source is an attribute, alternate is attribute, width is an attribute, height is an attribute. Actually this height is style. Okay, these are attributes. Its attributes means nothing but the information about the elements. See, in some paragraph you colon pick some give thing. Okay, paragraph about element, paragraph element, right? And save it, open again. Let's see, pick, right? And also we will discuss about the links. Okay, HTML links are used to create a hyperlink between web pages or two external sources. Links were defined using a tag. Okay, a tag, and with the href attribute. Href attribute nothing but h means hypertext reference attribute. Okay, href means hypertext reference attribute, specifying the destination of the link. A tag and href is an attribute, hypertext reference attribute. Okay, so we'll see with an example. Right. Okay, so a h reference is equal to write some. Okay, I will copy udemy.com only, https udemy.com, hyperlink .com. So just write some text, visit udemy.com. You are creating hyperlink for this one. Okay, using Udemy website. Okay, you are creating a hyperlink for this one. Okay, this text we'll see, and just save, just open. Okay, visit Udemy website. You have created hyperlink for this text. It goes to, if you click on this, if it goes to the udemy.com, right? Some courses like this one, right? That's it. Okay, and also see, attributes means used to provide additional information about HTML element. Attributes can be used to modify the behavior or appearance of an element, or to provide metadata about the element for use with search engines or other tools. Okay, some common HTML attributes are ID, class attribute, ID attribute, style attribute, title, alter, native, source, reference, and many more. Okay, and also I have to tell one thing. Suppose if the source name is wrong, so it should have to display the colon name like all. Okay, see, colon name, that's it. In this video we will discuss about some styles and also tables. Okay, first we will see styles. In styles we can use HTML in three different ways. First, inline CSS and internal CSS and external CSS. First we will see inline CSS. Okay, inline CSS is nothing but to add style to each element, to add a unique style to the each element page, and we have to write style in, suppose you take h1 element closing tag and h1 opening tag and h1 closing tag, and apply style here. Okay, style attribute. Using style attribute we can apply inline CSS. Style equals some color, whatever you mention, color equal red. Okay, and write some text. This is inline CSS applying unique style to element, unique style to each element, each individual element, using style attribute. Okay, using some text. Okay, just check. Okay, save it and check it. See, right? And next thing is this is inline CS. Okay, this inline is applying unique style to each element using style attribute. Okay, next thing we will see the internal CSS. In internal CSS we have to use style element. In style element we have to mention in head section. It's called internal CSS. Okay, style. So in style element we have to mention some elements here. We call selectors in CSS, and it applies to each individual element. And this is a declaration block. In declaration block mention some color, or okay, some color blue, whatever. Okay, color blue, close it. Okay, this is a p element. We are applying some color. This is a property, is a value in. And also we have to mention some properties like text align, center, and also some padding. We'll see in CSS in later sections, but as of now just remember this color application of color. Okay, and write some text here, p. So this is um, sorry, inline CSS. Okay, this is internal CSS, and it should apply in, and it should use it to apply, style to each HTML element, HTML page, and mention in, and should mention in style element in head section. Okay, style element in head section, right? Close tag. So that's it. See, save it. See, okay. Next one, external CSS, right? Like in external CSS we have to use link element to link the element to the external CSS files. Okay, see, I will show link element. Use a link element. REL means relationship style sheet. You have to, browser takes this, browsers understand this as style sheet. And also location h difference, it's hypertext difference. The location I stored the same location, my style.css, and you have to store in CSS extension, like okay, my CSS, right? And also see in CSS file, see in this is my style.css file, and I have mentioned body and also h3 elements. Okay, for body background color green, and for h3 color red. Okay, and also h3 I will see mention here. I will write some stuff for h3. This is external CSS applying style to all h3, applying style to all HTML pages. And use link element in head section. I use link element in head section. Right, that's it. Okay, see h3, what mentioned h3 here, color red. Okay, see color red. And also I have mentioned body means whole HTML page green color, right? So save it. See, everything is green color. This is red and the choice one red and paragraph is blue. Okay, style. This is called some style elements. And also first of all, inline CSS is used for unique style element to each element using style attribute. Okay, then internal CSS used to style for each HTML page, and for many HTML pages if you want to style it, use external CSS. Most of them uses external CSS for this link relationship. Okay, but as of now we will use the internal CSS, right? And we take out that, take out this one. And also you can mention two elements also, p comma h3, right? Like, sorry, p comma h3 means two elements also you can mention with same color blue. Okay, p and also h3 will show it in a blue color. Save it. P comma h3 blue color, and I have taken out the external CSS file. It will work now. There's some error is going on. Okay, some slow. Okay, see, it work now. Okay, p element and p h3 element. Okay, right? So you can take as two elements as well, and also apply element same color for these two elements, color blue. Let's become h3 and three color. You can use three elements also. That's it. And now we will see the tables, right? So take out all this one. Simple, remember for style section. For style section consists of three types: inline CSS, external CSS, and internal CSS. Okay, in inline CSS, for each element takes as inline CSS. For HTML, whole HTML page takes as internal CSS, and also external CSS applying style to all HTML. If you want to use style for all HTML pages, use external CSS, and for single HTML page, use internal CSS. For only for each element, use style attribute in each element or each element. Okay, that's it. And we'll see the table here now, and we'll take out all this one. Right, and also body section. Okay, so closing body, right? Okay, close the body tag now. And also table. Okay, table, we can use tables when table element, opening tag and closing tag. We will use table element, and in table element we will use rows and columns. For rows we will use tr element, tr opening tag and closing tag. For each row there will be cells will be there. For each column you have to mention, you have to write in td tag. Okay, I will show you, don't worry. Td tag, td opening tag, closing tag, and also one more td opening tag, closing tag. So td is for row 1, column 1, mention like this one, and this one row 1, column 2. I will explain you just a minute. Okay, tr. Okay, and copy this one and for another row, and also for another row. Okay, and here this one is row 2, column 1, row 2, column 2. Either row 3, column 1, row 3, column 2. Okay, table section, tr for each row. This is for each row, td is for columns, and tr for rows. Okay, column. So then should be there here. Okay, column. Okay, I think you will understand this. Okay, so save it here and open. See, there is no table here now. So if you want to apply this row columns to table, apply some style here. Okay, style means style. Apply internal style sheet. Okay, internal style means apply in head section style element, and also use table, and also column. Use border property. Border property takes three values. One px is a border width, and also border style solid, and color blue. Okay, so this border has three properties, three values. Border property has three values. What is the border style, uh, border color, border style, and border width, border style, border color. Okay, so one thing that's it. Save it, and okay, see, row column 1, row 1, column 2, row 2, column 1, row 2, column 3. So just you have to understand that rows are of horizontal type and columns are vertical. Horizontal means rows, vertical means columns. Row 1, row 2, row 3, this is column 1, this is column 2. Okay, understand, rows are horizontal, columns are vertical, right? And we have to take the border collapse also. Just use border collapse property. Border collapse means it will border will collapse, right? Save it. See, okay, that's it. Row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 2, column 1, row 2, column 2. Rows are for horizontal lines, columns are for vertical cells. Rows are for horizontal cells, but columns are for vertical cells. Okay, and also suppose you want apply headings. Okay, if you want to apply headings, go for another tier, th tier, close tagging. Okay, if you want to apply headings, use th tag. Th column a, column b. Okay, save it. See, column a, column b. This okay, do not apply style for the th. Okay, so okay, sorry, and apply comma th. Save it. Okay, column a, column b. Headings, if you want to heading, if you want to use headings, use th tag. And also if you want to two row, and also if you suppose if you want to, you can also use a column span and row span attributes to span cells across multiple rows or columns. Okay, here use example using column span, row span. I will show you one example, row span and column span. Suppose if you want two rows, for this row 1, column 1, just mention td row span is equal to 2. That's it. Okay, so you will get two rows now. See, See, two rows. See what I mentioned for, see, row 1 column 1 row span equal to, so we will getting two rows here for row 1 column 1 cell. We will getting two row cells here for everyone. Is single cell is we have two row cells here for row 1 column 1. And same thing, use column span. If you want to use column span for this one, column span is equal to, see, two columns cells taking space of two column cells in row span. And so you in column rows there are two spans across multiple rows or columns. Okay, and also use a column. Another element is there, column group element is there. We have to take, we first have to take this one, right? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Right, we have to write in table section. Under table section, use some column group element. In column group element, we have, I will show you one, so I will write this one and I'll explain. In column span is equal to 2, one is a one person, and also attribute we can style, attribute is called background color, some background color, red we give, okay, background color, some red, okay. Close column group element. So in column group element, if you want to style each individual column, so use the column group element, okay. For one, for if you want to color one column, use span equal to 1, like that. I will show you, and I would put here, right? See, red color. If you want to red color for these two columns, just use row span equal to 2. That's it. Save it. Okay, that's it. Right, and that's it for the tables and some styles. So if you want to add more styles, we have to learn in CSS lectures. For this one, this only is the sample one only for how to design tables and also how to use styles in tables. Okay, that's it. In this lecture, we will see about lists, HTML lists, and also in block elements and block elements. Okay, first we will see the list. Okay, inline block elements. Okay, first we will see the list, about list. So HTML lists are used to display a group of related items in specific order or without any order. Okay, there are three types of HTML list: order list, unordered list, and definition list. If you want to display a group of related items in a order, you have to use order list. If you want to display a group of related items in an without any order, you have to use unordered list tag element. Okay, and also other thing is a definition list. We'll see later that one. First we will see the order list. So order list are used to display list of items in specific order. Okay, in specific order, if you want to display, use order list tag, and each item in the list defined using li tag. Okay, first we will see with an example here. Order list example. So opening tag and closing tag. If you want to use order list in an order, list in an order, use OL tag. By default, it takes numerical order. Take some apple. So the list of items here. Each item in the list you have to display with li tag. You have to write li element, write within element li element tag. Okay, right. See, li orange, li mango. Okay, save it and display here. See here, By default, order list takes numerical order 1 to 3. If you don't want numerical order, you want alphabetical order in capital A or small a, like A, capital A, capital B, capital C, or small c, you have to use type attribute. Okay, here in OL element, you have to use type attribute. Type is equal to capital A. Okay, C. So capital B, capital C. If you order in order list, if you want small a, small b, small c, use just small a here. Here, if you don't want alphabetical numerical, you want Roman letters, use capital I in type attribute. Type equal to capital I. Okay, 1 to 3, and small Roman letters, use small I. Small I. Okay, and also we can use order list also in what we call that one. See here, one thing I will show you. Order list, we can use also order list, nested list. Okay, we can use order list as nested list also. So if you want to take mango red, I will show you what is nested list in a minute with an example. Order list, close order list. Okay, red mango. Okay, you use each order close with li tag. Each item in the order list start with li tag, closing tag li tag. Okay, so red mango, some yellow mango, yellow mango. Okay, so nested list, we can use nested list also here. For example, see red mango, yellow mango. So we want to take that type equal to, you take type attribute here, you take out it. See red mango, yellow mango. If you want to use nested list, you can also use nested list in order list tag here. See, and also this is, and also if you want to start with, because it's basically it start with number numerical way 1 to 3. If you want to start with 50, 51, 53, you don't want to start with 1 to 3, you want to start with 51, 50, 53, just use start attribute here. Okay, just OL equal to start attribute here. Suppose you want to use 50, 51, 53, right? Okay, that's it, 50, 51, 52. Okay, so that's about order list. So unordered list also same like order list only, but it don't show alphabetical or numerical way. It shows dotted line, dotted. I'll show you in a minute with an example. Unordered list. If you want to go for unordered list, use UL tag, and for each unordered list item, use li tag only. UL closing tag. Okay, UL li mango, and we will see this later. This. Okay. UL tag, closing tag, UL. If you want to use unordered list, use UL element. Save it. By default it takes some black dotted lines. Okay, see apple, mango, dotted, black dotted line. If you don't want black dotted, if you want a square, you have to use list type attribute, you have to use style attribute in UL element, and also list type property, list style type property in, and you have to use square. Okay, square. You have to use list type square property in UL element. See square. If you want circle type, use circle in list style property, in style attribute, circle. Okay, If you don't want any, if you don't want any style, just none. If you don't want any style to your tag and not a list tag, just use none in style attribute list style property. None, so nothing, no dotted lines, no border lines. By default you choose black dotted, black round dotted. Okay, by default it another list take black dotted. And also another list use can use nested list also. So take out li mango, mango. Okay, and also orange, red mango, yellow mango, some yellow mango, some red mango. Okay, and close the tag. Nested list, you can use nested list also using another list. That's it, and save it. See, red mango, yellow mango, it shows circle here. Yeah, okay, right, yellow mango, yellow mango, right. That's it for another list also, for another list and order list. And also one thing is there, one more description list is there. In description list are nothing but definition list. Oh, sorry, definition list will be there. Definition lists are used to display a list of terms and their definitions. So to display a list of terms and the definition, you have to use definition list tag. So definition list are defined using a DL tag. If you want to use definition list, use DL tag with each term defined using the DT tag and each definition defined using the TT tag. So here example is there. We will copy and paste. I will show you in the example. Okay, for definition list. Take out all this one. See, if you want to use definition list, use DL tag. For each term, use DT tag, and to describe the each term in DT, use DT tag. Okay. So like this. So definition list are used for the describing the terms, and definitions, and also abbreviation like HTML hypertext markup languages. Okay, is used. It is used a DT. It is a DD. Okay, the description term is HTML description. Describing the description D term is a hypertext markup languages like this one here. DL description list, DT means description terms, DD means describing the description term. Okay, so that's about the description list. And also we will see the inline elements, inline block elements and block level elements. Block level elements are nothing but you have seen already paragraph element, and also block level elements are nothing but paragraph elements, div elements, h6, ulol, or as of ulol, li tag, ul tag, ol tag, table tag. These are the block level elements, because block levels are those that take a full width level and the web page and start on a new line. If you want to go with a new line, use block level elements. Don't want to go with new line, use a inline elements. Okay, so for inline elements, use a span tag. Okay, here span tag is there. Span tag, a tag, m tag. I will show you an example of how inline elements are nothing but it takes with they if they don't need, do not start any new line. Inline elements do not start any new line. Okay, whereas block elements start any new line. Just remember this one. Okay, for example, we will see the inline elements. We will see the block level elements example like paragraph, div element. Div element is nothing but paragraph. It starts with another line. Okay, we have seen this one. We will see the inline element span tag, how it work. Suppose, see, I want user to create in red color. Okay, use span tag for this one. Just span this span tag and close it. I want red color. Right, is inline elements. These are the inline level elements. Okay, and for span tag, use some style attribute equal to color. Use some color red right? Color is style equal to color attribute, color property, use red color for style. So you don't start for inline level elements, don't start with a new line, just it's there where it is, but you have just we are writing red color here. Okay, see, change red color used to create. Okay, so if you want effects on web page in another line, just use div element here. Okay, div. Okay, it's effects on web page, it starts with another line. 1 minute, there is error. Div/tv. Okay, we'll see later about div element. Right, element. Right, so here we'll write. Okay, okay, right, here we. Okay, right, so suppose the um, div element. Okay, what is your name? What is your name? Slash div element starts with a new line. Hello, how are you, and what is your name? Okay, this is what is your name starts with a new line, right? See, we'll see here. See, hello, how are you, what is your name? Okay, that's it. That's about the um, block level elements. Okay, these are inline level elements. And also here there are some more inline elements are there. We can use both block level elements as inline elements, that is um, A and image, A elements and image elements can be both block level and inline elements depending how they are used. We'll see later about that one. And just to remember thing that inline elements, if you want to start with a new line, use block level elements. If you want to style it with where it has, if you want to style the elements where it has, don't want to start with a new line, go for inline elements. Okay, right. In this video we will learn about the HTML semantic elements. Okay, so semantic elements is nothing but it which clearly defines its content. Okay, it's like a form, table, article. Non-semantic elements are nothing but div and span elements. Okay, tell nothing about its content. In semantic elements clearly defines about the content. Semantic element is there are so many semantic elements are there: element, header, navigation, article, section, aside element, and also footer element are there. So the design will be like this one. If you want to design a web page, proper web page, you have to write, you have to, like a blogger or something like that, you have to design a web page in a way with these elements, like with these elements only: header elements, navigation elements, section, article, footer, aside element. Header element will be in the top, which describes the your web page name and some links, and some navigation links also we have to give here, some like home, contact us, about, like that. Navigation links. In section article we have to mention a piece of content information, whatever blog content, blog description, and the blog information, and blog whatever related to the blog, some information content. Okay, aside means related to the section article links. Okay, whatever the section article you mention, whatever content you written in an article, the related links you have to give in aside element. In footer, just normal. It's footer depends on these elements used to content that appears to the bottom of the page, such as copyright information, contact details, or other related content. Footer gives some email ID, links, and some copyright information, some contact details. So like that you have to give in footer. Okay, so section. Okay, so we will see with an example. It is all these things. Okay, these all definitions are there here. Header, header section, and navigation link which contains navigation links, article, section, aside. Okay, you can see here, and we will see with an example, you will get a clear idea, right? And we will start writing program. Okay, what I mentioned first, I will show you some output. Okay, so the output of the program will be like this one, the header section, this one navigation link, this one section name, the article, the content article, and these are related information about the links about the article, some article. Okay, and these are the copyright. Okay, so this will be the final output. Okay, we will design like this one first of all from the web page, right? And let's go. Okay, first we have seen header. No, header element where we can the web page name and also some navigation links also there in header is there. And next section is there, section element, section element we have to mention articles. Okay, articles, different articles. Okay, means that the content you have to write in article, so write two articles here, control V. Okay, section finished. Next header I have finished, section element, article element, and next aside element. Okay, aside element, right? We have aside element in the left side in the web page, and footer also, footer element. Okay, footer element will be displayed in bottom of the web page. The name itself indicates footer. Okay, where copyright information, something like the stuff we'll write in footer. Okay, in header section only we will mention navigation links, navigation elements, navigation links here, header. Next thing is there is another element is a main element which describes the document. Okay, main element describes the document, mostly between the section article aside will be there in main element. Okay, and header element. Okay, in header element, okay, first we will write header element. Okay, header element contains web page name, some write my web page, some name you give, whatever you name, some name h1 element. In navigation element we have to give the links. Okay, different links. We have to use list tag for this one, ul tag for the giving for the list of links, ul opening tag and closing tag, and for every each ul list item will be there. Okay, all right. Each list item consists one anchor tag. Anchor tag is nothing but linking the hyperlink. Anchor tag is hyperlink, link to the other pages. Just as of now I am giving hash over here. You can give any URL here to link to other page. Closing tag, some home, close anchor tag, and close the li tag, list tag. Right, copy this one and write other two list too. Okay, so here about another link, another list tag here, contact. Okay, so finished. Now h2 my web page has finished, and we have finished the header section. Okay, now we go for the section and article. Okay, in section write some name like Sky News. Okay, you know, so BBC News, take BBC News section name and give article some content. In BBC News there will be three type of news. One news will be the international news, and second one is the national news, and third will be the sports and entertainment and whatever extra content like that. So suppose write some entertainment related information like some international BBC national international news content, some content about the international news content. H3, close the tag. Okay, article H3 BBC related content. So next content, and next one is some sports content. Okay, repeat this one, and H content and content. Okay, H3 some BBC sports news content. Okay, some content about sports news content and international news content, national news content, like that one. So okay, section, the main section name is BBC News we are given. So if you want another section, if you want a Sky News section, use another one. Sky, don't see, use another section, right? Another section element, right? Here you give name in section Sky News, same Sky International, same. The all news consist of, every news consists of international content, national content, and the sports, entertainment, वगैरह, some extra. Okay, like that. Sky International news content, and okay, Sky sports news content. Okay, so like that one section. So in section you have to give the name of the content, and in article you have to write the related content of the section element name. Means about the some information, some news information, some about the information description you have to give in section element, and content you have to write in article elements in simple terms. Okay, and in aside, next one is aside. Okay, in aside element we have to give the related links. Okay, about the content we are written an article element, related news, some related news we have given you name here H2. Okay, here also we are using a UL tag only for different related links. So just copy this UL here, UL, control C. Okay, control V. So some BBC News link, Sky News link, like one, give some extra, some content related information right in aside element. Okay, Sky News information, whatever, and this some extra content information. Okay, so whatever you write in article, if you want any links, if there are any links for the article information, content information, write in the aside element. Okay, related news. And footer, and as you know, footer just use the p element will be there, p at the rate of copy. So copyright information 2023 copyright, some copyright you can write it, and you have some copyright right, you can write it, or some email ID you can give it, email, some developer ch at the rate of dev at gmail at dev.com, some whatever p, and some copyright information, the email ID, some links, some maps you can write in footer. Okay, so this for okay, so this, yes, it's finished now. So we will see the final output in web page. Okay, so mention, if you want a web page designing, you have to use header element, navigation element, and article element section, and also footers as aside element. Okay, like this page. So you want like this one, if you want like this header, navigation section, article, you want like this model in the web page, right? And close it, save it. Okay, open it. Okay, See, so the style is not like this output. Okay, the style is somewhere my web page, BBC News, Sky News, Red News. Okay, so because we have to use styling for this one, if you want proper coloring and styling, we have to use for this web page. So to get like this output, we have to use some styling. Okay, but we have styling properties we will see in CSS classes, but as of now I have written some code, CSS code in styles. Okay, I have some CSS code here, some styles with it, but we have to link it. Okay, I have saved in the same folder. You have to give linking. How to link? You know the link element. Okay, we have to write link element in the head section. To link the external sources, we have to use link element. Link. Okay, so relation is equal to style sheet. REL means relation. We are using style sheet here. Style sheet. Okay, type is, we have to use type also. Type equal to attribute, type equal to text or CSS, and href means hypertext reference. I am using href from now onwards. Href means hypertext reference. I have given styles.css name. Okay, to link external sources we have to write in head element. Style for styling. Okay, h reference equal to styles. Yes. Okay, and that's it. I am saving now, and see now we got the output how we want the output, how we want it. We got it right now. This is a header section, this is a content, BBC News, Sky News, this is a section, this is article, and article related information is side, and this is a footer one, right? And I want it center. Okay, use center element for that. Center, save it. Okay, so header, page name, and also navigation links. It's a section, it's an article, it's a footer and a side element. Okay, so but you know that you don't know the styling. Okay, we have given different styles for this one. Header element, we have the background color padding in header. Navigation links, you have to write CSS properties for this one. This is a CSS property, background color value, property and value. Header element, if you want to give the header element some coloring, padding, background color, margin, something like that, we have to open and closing bracket. We have to mention then opening closing bracket and mention element name here. Okay, element name. Okay, like header, this one header. And also one thing you have to remember, if you are giving styling for the header element, it will apply to the h1 tag, navigation tag, you will tag all elements. Okay, but you don't want all elements equal style. Okay, but you do want different h1 style, even style. So for that you have to use like this one, header h1. Okay, if you mention header and element and h1 element like this one, so it will apply style only for this particular header h1 element only. It will not apply to all child elements, right? Like navigation UL, navigation L margin, we will see this all this in CSS classes. As of now, just information of our purpose, just look at all these things. Article h3, aside h2, footer section styling. Okay, this is output. Okay, so I want you to just remember the elements. Okay, what we are using the elements to design a web page, proper web page. To design proper design web page like this one. Okay, I need you to remember these elements: header elements, navigation elements, section, article, essay, footer elements. Okay, CSS we will see later. Okay, how to design the proper web page about blogger, some blogger, whatever it is. Okay, that's it. So in this video we will see about the HTML form definition and some form elements. Okay, so HTML forms are way for website users to input data and send it to server for processing. Generally you will see many forms in your daily life, like the banking application. If you open the banking website, so the login ID form will be there, and then if you open the social media forms, social media, Twitter, Facebook, there is a login ID, sign up forms. Okay, to create that type of forms, you have to use form elements. Okay, form elements, because the forms are bit user to input data, some login ID, password, username, password, and send it to server processing. Okay, and you will get output. Okay, so for this you have used the form element. Form tag used to create a container for form elements. Okay, and it includes action attribute. I will see later about that. Action attribute, get method, post method. Get method used to get the data, post method used to post the new data. Okay, new data. The input tag is to create various types of form fields. We'll see about input tag, about or tag other inputs. Okay, first. So forms are nothing but you remember that the forms are way for website users to input data and send it to server processing. Okay, forms are created using HTML tags using form input and button among others. We will see some form elements here now. What are the forms and form elements, right? Form elements. Okay, so these are the form elements, right? Input element, label element, select element, text area, button, field set legend, data list, output option, opt to group element. Okay, we will see all these elements with examples. Okay, first we will see the input element, how to create input element. What is input element? Now what will get it? Just type. Okay, there are different types will be there. Input type called text, input type called radio, input type called button. But right now we will see the input type equal text, and also label element also we will see. Okay, with an example. And also I have created some example here, so just will copy and I will tell you, don't worry, wait a minute. Label, one is enough. Copy and paste label. Okay, but I will show label element in the input element also, right? See, so this input type equal, so type equal text means I'll save it. And okay, see here text will be there here. Username form, just right here username input type element, username, some username name. Okay, username. Okay, so username, see generally we'll see login forms, no username, password. Okay, this username is a label, this is a text. Input type equal text means there is only one input field will be there. You can type here whatever you want. Okay, that's it, like this one, whatever you want. Just if you want to create this type of box, you have to create input type is called text, right? So id equal to fname, name equal to fname. Id means to give unique identity to the HTML element. Okay, for identifying unique HTML elements, you have to give ID. For identifying this input type equal text, you have to give ID equal to fname, whatever you name fname. But with fname only we can identify this input element, right? And also the name of the input element is fname, whatever you want you can give fname. I am giving fname. And label element, you give for equal to fname. This for equal to fname you can give, or you cannot give, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it is you can type a for equal to fname, or doesn't matter. So but this for equal to fname, this id equal to fname must be same. Okay, this for and id bind together, because this label is input type element username now, so this is not the clickable one. Just it's just for label. Okay, it doesn't matter if you give or doesn't. For this for attribute you can give, or it doesn't matter. Just take it off, doesn't matter. Same also same. Okay, same. Okay, doesn't matter. So this type attribute. Okay, type equal text. Okay, for if you type input type equal text, you will get this box in first one input field. Okay, this is a label name, this is a text field. Input type equal text element, this is a label element, this is the input type equal text element. Okay, and also this, for to identify this unique HTML element, you have to give ID name, id equal to name. Okay, id if you want to access this element through JavaScript, through id only to access the HTML element. Through id the JavaScript access this HTML element. Okay, fname, to identify purpose, and it must doesn't start with the number. No. Okay, there is a difference between the classes attribute and the id attribute. Okay, the id attribute is a unique for the each HTML element, whereas classes you can have multiple you can classes can have same multiple HTML elements. Okay, id must be unique. Classes cannot be unique, id must be unique. Okay, you can use classes also here. And this is the input, this is text name. Okay, this is the element name, this f name. This is identifying JavaScript, or you go to a uniquely identifying to give this express for unique identifying colors. To give color, different unique color, you have to use id attribute for CSS. And to identify a JavaScript, this HTML element, JavaScript access HTML element through this id element only. Okay, next one, select element. Okay, select element used for drop down list. Okay, you know select element. Okay, you use break element used for next line. Okay, you can use paragraph also, but I'm using break here for next line. Select element, no, select id is equal to, you give any id, so id I'm giving here cars. Okay, select id is equal to cars, name is equal to, name also I'm giving cars only, doesn't matter, cars. Okay, and sorry, name means this HTML name. Okay, this HTML select element name, that's name. And use option element, option value is equal to some BMW name. Okay, you BMW here, BMW, and close the option. Okay, and repeat this option for each drop down list. Okay, for each option list, for each three, I am giving three option lists. For each option list, some use BMW, so use some Tata car, Tata, use here Mahindra value, Mahindra value is equal to Mahindra, also Mahindra. Okay, value attribute. Okay, this is a value attribute. And option element, option element use it, close the select element now. Option element use it within selection element, within select element for different lists. Okay, for different lists you have to use option element, and for under select element, just see how it will output. Close it, open it, see. Okay, BMW, Tata, Mahindra. So drop down list. Okay, this one option Tata, and Mahindra is another option. These three options. So I want Tata to be highlighted here, not the BMW. Here we are highlighting the BMW. By default it takes the first option, but if you want Tata here as a default option, by default it takes the first option. But if you want Tata as a default option, use selected attribute. Okay, so selected attribute here, TTA. So here Tata. Okay, Tata. Use selected attribute here, selected attribute. Okay, to select the Tata default as a default one. Just close it and see Tata here. So default it shows Tata. Okay, at first it default actually showed BMW, but default it shows Tata now, right? Okay, and also okay, so use some label here also for select element as. Okay, select element is not clickable. Select element. Okay, select element. For if you want to use drop down list, you select element, and also for each list you give the you take the option element. Okay, select element here, select element and save it. These are select element. Okay, Tata option, these are option element. Okay, each list have, each list this has one option and this is another option. Okay, and this is input type equal text, this is a select element, right? Okay, next one is text area element. Okay, there is also, I have to tell you one more attributes. Okay, selected attributes is there. So if you I want to size, if I want to show you two, okay, here. So I don't want Tata, I want BMW Tata show in this default drop down list. Okay, so for that you have to do the select size. Okay, you have to mention size attribute here in the select element. Size equal to some 2, if you 2. Okay, and take out the selected one right now. As of now, doesn't matter. Okay, see, BMW Tata Mahindra, BMW Tata, right? See, BMW Tata, and I want to select. See, by default, if you I want to select these two, but it's just only selecting one, because if I do control option, it's not working. Just so for that you have to do multiple attribute. Okay, if you want to select these two, just use multiple attribute in the select element, right? Size equal to multiple attribute. Okay, use multiple attribute here. Size give 3 here, doesn't matter, 3. Okay, you want to 3, save it, and see, control right click. So yeah, I'm selecting 3 here. See, I'm selecting 2, I'm selecting 1, I'm selecting 3. For that you have to use a multiple attribute, right? For drop down list select element, right? And next thing is the text area element. Text area element is nothing but for the multiple input lines. Okay, for multiple input lines. Because here is a single input field, single line only is there for this input type list. If you want multiple line test, multiple input line test, go for the text area. For this one, okay, same thing. Use here same label, text area element, some text area element, right? So use break here, breaks goes for next line. Label and text area. Okay, and also text area attribute. Use name equal to some message, some name, give some name to the text. Okay, this text area element, some whatever name you can text some like this one name. Okay, and rows and columns are there for this one. So remember, rows are left side and columns are rows are horizontal and columns are vertical. Okay, remember that one. Okay, if you want rows means height, columns means width. One thing is yeah, rows 10, columns 20, right? So what I said, rows means columns equal to 20. Give to some 20 here, and attribute rows attribute and columns attribute. Rows are for horizontal, columns are vertical. Remember, rows means horizontal, columns means vertical. Horizontal means it shows rows means mostly height, and horizontal columns means width. Okay, so and same okay. So right here, rows are horizontal lines and columns are vertical lines. Okay, means vertical lines means is width, means width. Rows means height. Okay, rows means height, columns means width. That remember like that. Okay, and close the text area. And use a break for next line. Save it, and okay, see, text area element. So multiple lines are there here. Input type will take single line, Text area element gives multiple line. If you want multiple lines, go for the text area element. If you want the single line element, go for the input type equal text. Okay, this is input type element, this is a select element, this is a text area element, right? Select element used for the drop down list, and option element have to use in select element, and text area element is for using multiple lines. Okay, you want multiple input lines here. Okay, next one is button is clickable one. Okay, so when you see any in any Twitter or Facebook or any social media forms or banking forms, there is a submit button will be there. Okay, for that for submit button is there, no? So that one is nothing but button. Okay, so button element. Okay, we will see button element here. Now you'll write label is equal to button element is this one. Button element, see button. For button element, use type attribute as button only, not text one. Button type equal button should be there for button. For input type equal text like button type equal button, and on click is equal to okay alert. Hello. Okay, sorry. Hello, and that's it. Close the button. Close the button, and also break for the next element, right? For next line. Button element. Okay, we'll see. Okay, but type equal button. Okay, for you, if you want to use that button, just for give by type equal button, use some name here. Submit button. Okay, submit button. Submit, right? Okay, name of the button is submit here. Value you can give anything. So right now attribute is type attribute, on click attribute is there. We'll see on click attribute in JavaScript, but right now just remember this one, alert hello. That's it. Submit hello. Okay, alert window. Okay, okay, submit your submit button, right? And this we have given on click equal to some alert method I have given to show you. Okay, and next thing is field set legend. We'll see last, and data list. Okay, data list. Okay, and data list element specifies list of predefined options for an input element. Okay, it defines predefined options for an input element. Okay, like first we'll write here data list element here. For data list element, input type equal to list. For data list element, okay, input type equal to list. Okay, name is equal to do some course. Okay, name, sorry, input type equal, not list. Input list is equal to list attribute is there. Input list is equal to some, give some list name cars. Okay, list attribute is there. Name is equal to car, whatever again name is car, whatever you can again. Right, input list equal to cars. List attribute is there for like input type equal to your input attribute list you have to use in for data list elements, and use data list name is equal to data list id is equal to cars. So id should be same. Okay, for list and id, input list and data list id should be same, and same like this one. Option value same, Control C, Control V. Is options should be the same, and you no need this. You no need this one, okay, for data list. Closing options no need for the data list. Just option is enough, and close the data list one, right? Data list element break for new line. Okay, so here list and the ID should be same, cars. Okay, and the name for data list element, and as you know, data list is nothing but specifies a list of predefined options for improvement. What are the predefined options for this input list? BMW, Tata, Mahindra. Predefined list means if you want to mention some predefined list, you have to write in data list elements. Okay, and save it, and okay, C, B, M. I will see one is right or not. Again, data list select ID is equal to cars. Okay, input list is equal to vehicle. I have been same. Okay, name is equal to same. Data list ID is equal to cars. Okay, option value has to be given, and data list. Okay, same. Everything is right. So I have to, if I mention B, I have to. Okay, I will close it and I will open again. That's maybe it will work now. Right. See BMW. Actually, if you type here B means the drop down list here have to appear here. You have to appear BMW. BMW is here option value. For data list element, break element is there. Okay, data list, input list. Okay, vehicle name equal to car. Okay, we'll give some name. BMW, Tata, Mahindra is not coming. So we'll give other name or vehicle or what. Any name you can give here. Okay, we'll give car here. Okay, vehicle, some any name you can give, but as you can give it, doesn't matter. Data list ID, but data list ID and input ID must be same. Vehicle list is an attribute here, and input list is equal to data list. Close the data list. Okay, and write break. Okay, save it. See BMW. Okay, see problem list is showing, but here it won't show. B means okay, nothing will show because we are did not use data list here, and we are used a data list element used here. So for Tata it's showing. Or if you press M here, if you input M here, just it shows Mahindra. Okay, if you press B, it shows BMW. Enter 3 Tata. Okay, so like this one for data list element user. If you want predefined one, okay, predefined, okay, options. If you want predefined options for an input element, you have to go for the data list element, right? And the output element here we'll see in input classes. Okay, input attribute classes, because we have to use input type called range for the output element use. Okay, option element, we as we have seen in the select element, and the opt group element. Okay, opt group element used to group related option drop down list. Okay, because suppose if you have a drop down lists of cars and bikes are separate options are there, so for that you have to use opt group element. And I have written some code here, and it's easy for you to copy and paste something. tell you explain if you use after group. Okay, select element, break, control V. Okay, see, select. Okay, after group element, you see label equal costly cars and value same like it's like a the what we call select element only, but op group element is different, two different groups we have to write here for the for op group costly cars and op group bikes. Okay, and I will show you what is this one and output. And now if you see the output, you will get clarity. Data list element and here the op group element, right? Okay, opt group element. Okay, and I will show you something on. Yeah, op group element is there. So hold on. Okay, selected attribute, selected attribute, so it doesn't matter. So right, and take out this one. Honda, see, costly cars, bikes. Okay, these are one after group. This is a one after group. This BMW Tata and Honda and Hairway. Costly cars we have mentioned in label element, whereas BMW Tata we have mentioned an option element. Okay, so for BMW Tata we have mentioned here option element, and for op group level costly cars. Okay, the op group. So if you want two different op groups, if you want different options, choose op group. Okay, see, op group tag is used to group related options in drop down list. To related option in top down list. If you want later, if you want to group related option in top down list, use op group element. And also I will field set element. Okay, and last one is a field set element. Field set element is used to group related data in a form. Okay, in a form, if you want to group a related data, use field set element. And for a caption, defines a caption for a field set element. For legend element, nothing but is just a simple thing. Field set is, these are the, if there's a group of related data, I assume that this is a group of related data, and just put in field set element. Okay, field set. Okay, here field set. Okay, close the field set here element, field set element, and also caption is a no. So for that, under field set, use legend some caption. Use for caption for the field set element caption. Close the legend element. This is a simple thing. Field set element thing, but is group the groups related data. Okay, save it and see, this is a form. Okay, now you have seen some box is there here. So to group related data in one box, this is some caption is using legend element. We mentioned here caption, right? So field set used to group related data in one form. You have to use a field set element. A legend element defines a caption for that field set element. So this one, so these are the HTML form elements. Okay, form elements. Okay, we will see next the form attributes. Okay, form attributes, input type attributes. So we will see next class. For this one, remember these elements and practice. Okay, that's it. In this video, we will learn about the HTML form attributes. Okay, last video we learned about the form elements. In this video, we will see some form attributes, some like action attribute, method attribute, name attribute, enc type, autocomplete. Okay, target attribute is here. So we will see with an example. Okay, we'll see with an example. First, we'll see the action attribute. Okay, form attributes. Okay, first we'll create some form. Form, how to create form, just opening and closing tag form type. Okay, and some label, first name, label, close the label, and also input type is equal to text. Okay, input type is equal to text. Oh sorry, you have to write in this one. And id, id, unique, have unique element for identifying the unique element, id attribute, id attribute. Okay, and also some name, give this element name attribute. Okay, name, some f name, give it, doesn't matter, and just copy this all and again last name. Okay, control V, and this is last name, mention it is as last name. Okay, last name, and input text is equal to id is equal to text2, because to identify unique element you have to give different id names to identify this element. And this, you name this lm. Okay, and there is another way, the input type submit form. For form you have to use submit attribute type equal to submit to the server. I will tell you in a minute. Submit attribute, and just value equal to submit, right? Value equal to submit. Input first now. Okay, value equal to submit, right? And some break, give some break here. For next line here also. Okay, see, we will see form. Okay, save it and open. Okay, first name, last name. Okay, form, we have created some form. Okay, we will use this action attribute. If we want to send this form to the server, we have to use the action attribute. Okay, we'll see action attribute specifies the URL of the server side script that will process the form data. Okay, as of now I am giving action attribute. Okay, form action is equal to, so I am giving some actually URL. Okay, this one I am giving remote.com, control C, right? remote.com. I will tell you why I am doing this one. Okay, so action attribute. So what this action attribute says that if you want to send a form to the server for processing, you have to use action attribute, and then you have to mention which server you have to send this form data. So this is the URL. Okay, here URL you have mentioned. I am giving this remote.com just for exam sample purpose. You can give any email ID, what depending on the form. Okay, depending upon the form you can give any URL. Okay, so whenever I am clicking on the submit button, so the form should go to this one. Okay, we will see. Okay, save it, and okay, so write any name, some gh, any name, whatever, just for identification for you, some like it. Submit form. See, if you click on submit, so it's going to the UD name, and you observe here f name equal to gh, lm equal to p. Okay, URL. Yeah, okay, so you are sending the data through this to server through variables or name, also through whatever we are inputting, giving gh and po we are giving input now. So we are sending the variables to the server through this URL. Okay, and okay, and also there are other attributes are there. uh, okay, one attribute is that method equal to get. Method equal to get, default it takes method equal to get attribute. Okay, uh, see, this method specifies HTML method used to send form data to server, which can be either get or post. Basically we will see this get post method in the JavaScript. So in JavaScript, get method usually used to get the data, and post method is used to post the new data or update the new data. Okay, update the old data. So but as of this HTML concept, just remember that method equal to get, method equal to get, and method equal to post. by default it takes method equal get only by default in this form method whatever we are submitting the form. Where is that one? Oh yeah. So if you write method equal post attribute, see, save it and see. So you did not see here the variables names, okay, in URL, okay. See like h1 po because post data won't send this the variable names. If you want to send the bulk data you have to use the post method, but default it takes a method equal to get attribute, okay. By default it takes a method equal get attribute only. So if you write get method here instead of post, so see, you see the method equal get name send the data to the server through this URL, okay, values through value name equal to name equal to, okay, where we URL names and variables through these values, okay. And also this method, that's the method attribute. And there is also one more method called autocomplete, okay. Autocomplete nothing but autocomplete attribute is there. Autocomplete attribute is nothing but when you by default it is off. If you write value is on for autocomplete attribute, so the because the old values which you are inputted which you have done, I will show you with an example here, okay, fine, save it and close it here as of now, and just open it again, okay. Some name, what way name we go to, what do we want to give some HTML, some QWER like this one, okay. See HTML QWER, submit one, okay, it will submit again. See if you're writing again HTML, so it shows, okay, before the previous data which I have inputted, it's showing here HTML right here. So like that the previous data it shows in the input field, okay. The whatever you entered in the previous whatever inputted in the previous data, entered the previous data, it shows here, okay. It shows like this one. Autocomplete means here I will show autocomplete attribute. Autocomplete says specifies whether the browser should automatically complete form field based on the user in previous inputs. That attribute can be set on or off. By default it is off. If we on it shows the previous data. If it is off it doesn't show the previous data, okay. And no valid attribute. No valid attribute is nothing but the no valid means validation. Means first up placeholder also, placeholder not placeholder, yeah. Target attribute is there. One more thing, take out this one. There is target attribute is there. If you want the response in a new page, use a target attribute, okay, instead of the current page. Target is equal to blank. By default it is self and blank attribute, okay. If you write value blank in the target attribute, okay, some HTML write data, some URL data, submit data, see it opens in another page, and it opens in the other page, okay, right. And if you want the same, by default it takes self, okay, like underscore is called self. If you want the response in the same page, target attribute you have to set target attribute to self value. If you want another page you have to set target attribute to blank underscore blank value, okay. And also autocomplete means target means placeholder value. Placeholder value is there, but placeholder value we have to put in input element, okay. But here there is another reason, no validate. No validate means no need of validation, okay. No need of validation, like save it here means, sorry, one thing, just a minute, yeah. Okay, save it here, and means without validation means without entering any data also it goes to the submit form, goes to the data will be submitted to the server, okay. If you want to validate it, that won't submit to the server. That's a no validation attribute. No validate, no validate. Okay, sorry, no validate, no validate, no validate attribute. Yeah, no validate attribute, not no validation. It's a no validate attribute. Okay, and no valid attribute. There is also other type attributes are there. N type one by default it no need that much, okay, because by default we are sending URL only www form specifies encoding type used to send the form to server. The default value is application r x comma www form encoded. By default it takes is this one application r www form is www we have mentioned on www.com the server, so like that. Other options also include multi-parter form data. If you want file uploaded, you have to mention in type in multi-parter form data. If you want to text file upload text or pen for plain text, okay. If you want plain text, you have to mention encode and enk type means encoded type, okay. Encode type in text or plain encode type attribute in text or plain method, okay. That's it for this one. For attributes, form attributes, enough for enough. And more no validate I have tool target, okay. Required pattern placeholder we will see in the input one, okay. Input element, okay. Placeholder pattern email that like the required option validation. As of now form attributes are only this one. That's it, and practice more with different scenarios. I will, okay. That's it. Now we will see about different HTML input types and also their attributes, okay. Input type, different attributes with examples, right? So first we will see one by one input type, right? And open this one, and first one is input type equal text, okay. First you have to write all input types in form action is equal to, form action is equal to as I told action, what is action attribute, and I am copying this one, okay, as of now. So you can give whatever you want depending upon the form which you are submitting to server. Okay, and action attribute here I am giving, okay, as of now, because when we are submitting the form okay, one minute, yeah. When you are submitting the form, it has to go to this website URL, okay, html.to action, and close the form, right. Here we'll first one is the input type equal text, okay. Input type equal to text, and give some id. It doesn't matter as of now, but you give some id name, okay. Text only, you text, and name equal to name attribute, some name of this input element, okay. Name of this type input type text element. Name is equal to some f name, first name, like that, okay. Okay, give some label also here, give some label enter f name, enter first name, okay, means you enter first name, close the label. You can give for attribute here, okay. To link this you can give here for attribute for label also. For is equal to like same id, you have to give same id here, id text, okay. Whatever you have written id in input type attribute id attribute here, you have to write same in label element also, okay, for equal text, okay. If you otherwise doesn't matter, if you write it just write same as id, otherwise no need, just like this one, okay. Leave it as of now. If you write for attribute, just write the same id in input type attribute, same attribute, okay. They have to sync both. And input type equal text, if name enter first name, just copy break, okay. Some break double break here to enter next line, and copy this, control V, just three text, okay. Write three text, that's it, okay. Okay, enter here middle name, enter middle name, there are text to use some different id name, okay, and m name here, and enter last name, okay. Give here some lm, and id some id takes 3. Doesn't matter if you don't get id also for as of now, but just for practice purpose just write id equal as also, no problem. Okay, and also if you want to submit the form, what you have to write, as you know, we are submitting the form now, so we have to write input type is equal to submit. Okay, submit type at we have to write type at equal submit. Okay, value is equal to also submit only, it doesn't matter, value attribute also submit. If you don't give, it takes default one, but as I now save it and open web one. Okay, okay, right, sorry, yeah, first name, write some erty, last name some qwe. Okay, submit form, right? If you're submitting, the form should go to the udemy.com, the mention in the action attribute in the form. Okay, submit button, so it goes to the udemy.com, right? So here you can see the URL here. Here you can see URL here, fname equal to rt. We have given no values. We have submitted them. We can by default, method equal get attribute it takes. Okay, fname equal to rt, mname equal to rty. We have mentioned just now. So through this URL only we are submitting, through this URL values the form submitted to the server, right? And so I want reset this one. Okay, I want to reset this qw this one I have to reset, means you have to use reset type attribute. Okay, reset input type equal to reset, right? So input type is equal to reset value. So id is equal to give some reset only, it doesn't matter, value is equal to reset. Okay, so click save it and see reset button here. I want reset, it means it goes to the default, means it goes to the previous default input field, empty input fields, reset. See here npt. Okay, type here something and just click on reset field, so it goes to the empty input field previous. Okay, resetting means resetting the values, reset means in general. Next thing is okay, input type equal to button. Okay, we'll see button now. Button input type is equal to button, type is equal to button, input type is equal to button. Button means alert. See what is their input equal to button. I have given some name here. On click, oh, sorry, on click attribute. Okay, right, on click is equal to alert hello, just hello. Okay, right, that's it enough. Hello, value is equal to value attribute here. What value you have given? Some click me, some click me, right? Okay, then whatever you want, you can write value, just I mentioned here click me, right? Okay, So when you press button, it shows alert window right here. Okay, that's it. And okay, click me. If you click me means it has shown a new window. See hello and okay, that's it. Okay, it's a button. It's a submit form submit, and reset is resetting the values. And next one is input typical button. Finish different input types we have seen now. And next thing is okay, checkbox. And also there is a radio button also there. We have seen the radio button is there. Yeah, radio also. We'll see both checkbox and radio. Okay. Checkbox means if you want to select one input, one field, you have to use check radio button. First we'll see radio button here. Right. Okay. Mm, just copy this here. Control C. Control V. Radio buttons here. Radio buttons. And just use one break here. Next line or next line. Input type vehicle radio. Radio means if you want to choose one from the selected things, choose radio button, radio type here, and ID is for some text for video R1, radio 1, name is equal to some what we call HTML, doesn't matter, HTML, okay, and video and label is equal to HTML here, okay, label here, okay, close it, label equal HTML here, use one break and copy this one again, Control C and copy here, Control V, double break here now, okay, double break here, and so radio, two different radio ID, okay. If you give one radio, I will show you what they will give some error. It gives some error, and here name is equal CSS and CSS name here. HTML here also gives CSS. Right, and break radio buttons. Okay, radio buttons. Okay, so you have selecting two here, same, but I want only one. Then we will have to give radio one same. Okay, same ID. If you give same ID, you can select only one thing. If you give different IDs, you can select both, two or three, right? Reset one. Okay, we have not saved, I think so. We saved in the CSS label, and I want to select one thing. I have to only select only one thing. Radio button means you select reset one. Well, I will close it and open again. Same thing or what different one? Okay, some error, I think so. See, I will copy it here and I will show you. This one put equal radio. Okay, Control C. Here, okay. Label radio buttons, input type called radio, ID called radio here. Here radio, different radio names are given. Name, oh, same name has to give, okay. you have the same name. Okay, you have different IDs, you get same names you have to give it to select only one thing. Okay, HTML JavaScript here and type equal radio only, that's it. And right, save. See, you can select only one. Okay, you have to use same name. Okay, otherwise if you different names, you have to select two here like this one. Okay. Okay, if you want to select only one choice from the selected choices, use radio buttons. If you want to select multiple choices from various choices, use checkboxes, right? So checkbox also, I will show you one thing right here. Same thing, input, instead of input radio we have to use checkboxes here, that's it. Same ID you can break thing. Input type equal to checkbox. The same label here. Okay. Label checkboxes. Label. Okay. CNAME, C1, C2, 3. If you want to check to one or two choices, use checkboxes. If you want to check one choice, use radio buttons. That's it for this one. And checkboxes. See, check one, two checkboxes. Okay. Or you can select only one thing, or you can select three also. Okay, like that one. If you want to select multiple choices, one or more choices, use checkboxes. You have to select only one choice, use radio buttons. That's it. Okay. And reset thing. Okay. Mm, break here. Next one is color is there in color. Enter color means a enter color input field. Okay, just if you are writing, if you are entering type equal text means here you have to enter text field. You have to enter type equal to color means just what color you have to give here there an input field. Just copy here one, middle name here this one, Control C. Enter color, right? Enter color and input type equal text, input type equal color you have to give here. Okay, input type equal to color. If you want to enter color and name equals some C name, so whatever you have given, text name or text 5, C5 or C3, whatever, C1 color, type equal ID equal color. Okay, that's it. Save it and color, enter color. By default black it's showing. If you want to other color, choose here. Just click on this color, black color, and show pink, green. Okay, so right, if you want color field, if you want to color input text field, use enter color input type equal color. Means if you want color field, if you want color field, enter equal color here. And next thing is date. Date means if you want to date format. Okay, if you want date format, use enter date format. Okay, Control C. Same thing, input type, enter date here, and input type equal to date. Sorry, date. Okay, date. Okay, id is equal to some color to, doesn't matter whatever id you can give, id doesn't matter. So date to name equal dname, right? And save it. And what happened, label here, why this red label is red color here now? Label, see, we'll see what error is this. See, enter date here. Okay, so nothing. Date means date input field. Whatever date you can write it, you can date to 9. Okay, if you want date as an input, just write input type equal date. Okay, next one is date time local. If you want date and local time also, you can use if you want to time also, if you want to time also, use date time local here. Control V. What is this one? Enter date time local, right? Date time local. If you want time along with date, use date time local value for type attribute. For type attribute here, type equal date. If you want only date, use type equal date. Okay, and just use date 3. Different ID. ID should be unique. Okay, for identify elements. Name can be same. Dname T. So this is okay. Right, date, month, year, and so some time, some second may use time 23 means it shows 11. Okay, 1 to 11 12 p.m. or a.m. A means enter A, it shows a.m. Enter P, it shows p.m. Right, so it's up to you whatever you choose it. If you want date, use input type equal date, and if you have date and time as well, use okay, enter date and time. Enter date time. If you date and time also, use date time local a type attribute. Okay. Next one is email. So if you want email means email input type. If you want email version is okay, it's all easy one. This one control V, it would label here, enter email, input time is equal to email, id is equal to em, name is equal to some email 1 2 email 2, like some whatever you want. Okay, and save it and enter email. Okay, if you type text in email like ert, so it won't submit. Okay, it shows please enter email address, it shows error here. Okay, so you have to write email format of like some name at the rate of gmail.com, some name at the rate of google.com, something like that. Okay, if you write that only, you can submit the value, right? Like ch1 like uwert shift at the rate of gmail.com, right one submit. So submitting. Okay, it's and it's submit to the server, right, like this one. Okay, reset here, and this one. Next one is input type equal file. Input type equal to file. Okay, file type attribute is equal to file. Enter file here. Input type is equal to file attribute here. Type attribute equal to file here. ID is equal to some f1 f file size, some file or whatever you can name. ID is equal to file. Name is equal to name you have to mention because to identify the element. Okay, this input element. Some file only, file one, whatever you can okay mention. For JavaScript purpose, we have to use this ID and frame. As of now, no need for practice. File one, save it. So here see, if you want to upload any file to the server, just use enter input type equal to file. Okay, file type attribute, use file name, file value. Okay, so browse, it shows the enter, it shows the browse and browse button like this one. And if you want to select any file, just use select file like this one, HTML, and just open it. Okay, HTML selected here. Okay, like this one. and there also attribute is there. If you want to select two files or select two emails, you have to use multiple attribute here. Okay, in file, in email also it will work. So we use here multiple attribute here. If you want to select multiple files, okay, multiple files, by default it takes only one file, but if you mention here multiple files, multiple attribute here, it takes two files. It uploads two files. Okay, just reset this one and browse. I want to select two one. Okay, HTML control cola open, two files selected. See, two files selected here. Okay, if you want multiple files, use multiple attribute there, right? Reset here now, as of now. And next one is hidden. Hidden means it won't show. Okay, hidden file means it won't show on the browser, that text, that file. See, I will show you. Just hidden here, like this one is enough. Show you, it won't show hidden fields, but but the data is submitted to the server. Okay, I will show the data also. ID is equal to name is equal to hidden name. I will hidden name, it shows their hidden name, I think so. Hidden name value is equal to hidden, it shows in the URL hidden. Okay, but it won't show in the web page, but it shows in the server. It's submitted to the server, but the data which mentioned in the hidden field attribute value attribute is submitted to the server, right? So here, and okay, here won't show, just see. But when we submit the button, we'll check the URL. See, file one equal to there, it's not there. Okay, it won't submit to server, I think so. I think you have to submit to server as well. Hidden field, he will submit to server, but or hidden 5 are also value is equal to hidden 3, hidden 3 4. When you submit the button, name, less name, C name, D name, mail to file 1. It won't showing here. Okay, but you have to show it here. We'll see here once. Okay, because data is submitted to server, it shows on, it doesn't show on the web page, but it shows on the URL. Okay, okay, type equal to HIDD and spelling same only. Okay, values could be given some 1 2 3 4, some 1 2 3 4, and it doesn't matter whatever value you give. Name equal to ID, we will give some name equal name only value. Okay, or name hidden some name equal to hide 2, we give some whatever name equal to text 3 or text 6, you can use it. Input type is equal to hidden. Why it's showing error here? Hidden same text, same height, same value, same. I don't know, we'll see. When you submit the form, rename it value. Okay, percentage 23,000, C name, first name, right? But actually hidden field submit to server, but it don't show in the web page. That's the thing. I don't know what error is coming here, we'll see later then about that. As of now, check another one. Number is there. Check another input type, image. Okay, input type will fill image. Okay, image here. Okay, break, we did not write break here. Okay, we not finish break, right? So, okay, right here also, right? Okay, save it and we'll see. Now it shows on the URL. Okay, submit the form. It shows URL now. See, 1234 HID2 equal to 12344. Okay, value equal 1234. Hidden name, value equal to this one. Okay, so here name equal to value, name equal to value here. Okay, that's it. Okay, it shows, it won't show on the web page, but it shows on the URL what the form submitted to the server. Okay, and next thing is, okay, next, input type equal image, right? Control C, input type equal to image, right? So input type, enter image. uh, okay, here type equal to image. Okay, input type equal to image, type attribute is image here, and source we have to use here, and source I have saved same file here. Okay, so boot png, here boot is a same folder, boot.png. Okay, boot.png, name is equal to give boot, some boot or whatever you give, name is equal to boot. Take for this multiple one, and so give some height, weight also. Height is height attribute and weight attribute. Okay, mentioning height means width, height and width attribute. Okay, height means vertical, width means horizontal one. Okay, remember that like that. Height is equal to 48, width is equal to 38. Okay, and also use some alt attribute. Alt attribute is nothing but whenever the source attribute is wrong, it shows alternative name. Okay, some alternative name, you use some alternative name. If there is some any error, it shows boot like this one. Okay, if there is error in the boot source here, it shows just like boot. Okay, name, alternative name. Okay, here image here, enter. So remember this is image type is like a submit button. Okay, image is like a submit button, because we are submitting to server with image. If you want to submit a summary with image, use the input type equal to image, right? And save it here and see boot here. So if you click on this boot, if you see, it like works like same as submit button, submit form. Okay, but with image one. Okay, lightly image. If you want image, like show it image. Next thing is image month. Month means it just shows like a month, I think so. Month. Now we'll see next thing, month, not month. Number, we'll see number here. Okay, we'll see number here. Enter number. Number means input type equal number one. If you want to enter a number in input field, use number type. Okay, number attribute and type. Sorry, type attribute number. Right. ID is equal num. Name is equal to some number only. Give same name. Okay, a different name doesn't matter. Break, save it and enter number here. See 1 2 3. Okay, if you enter number, only number, you can't enter text here. Yes, it shows error, I think so. Yeah, see, please enter number. Okay, if you type a text in this input field, it shows a error like enter number like this one. Okay, you have to only enter numbers here. If you want to only enter numbers, just use input type equal number. But if you write input type equal text, it shows you can enter number also. I think so 1 2 3 here, and to submit the form. Yeah, it works in 1 2 3 as text as well. But it for number, you have to enter input field only numbers only. That's it. Next input type equal to password field. Okay, password field will write here. This password means, it shows dotted black dotted one. Password field. Okay, enter password input type equal to password here. ID is equal to p3 p name, some p name. Okay, that's it. Save it, and okay, enter password. Means it shows like on, okay, dotted line like this one. If you want password field, you use enter input type equal password type attribute, right? Reset thing. Next one is radio. We have finished. Range means it shows some, what we call, some dashed number. Okay, range, control C. Input type equal range means it shows some, I will show you. Okay, what is that one? Array equal name, id equal to range, range name equal to our name. Okay, right, enter number, enter range here, enter range, enter range. Okay, and it shows some volume. I think, wait, I think we'll see what will come out. Okay. Oh, see, like this one, right here, like this dotted lines, and enter range. If you want to enter range some numbers, we'll see attribute. What are the attributes in enter name? I think it's minimum max 150. I think so. Min to max. Minimum attribute we have to use minimum 1, max 5, or 1 to 50. Volume attribute, I think so. Enter number, enter range, ID is equal to volume, name equal to minimum 0, max 50. That's it. Minimum and max attribute. Okay, not volume attribute. There is no volume attribute, is it? Okay, there is no volume attribute. Just minimum max attribute we have to use for range. Okay, minimum and max attribute we'll use. We'll see now itself. Our name, minimum attribute equal to, minimum is equal to some 0, max is equal to 50 attribute. Okay, it specifies minimum 0 to max 50. Okay, if you submit this one, it shows the 25, I think so. See, our name equal 24. Yeah, see, our name we have given name, no? Our name, yeah, value is equal, we have given our name, and 24 we have selected here. That's it, right? And some 0 to 50 and everything. Reset one. Okay, and say that's it. We'll see next thing. Input type equal to password, radio, range, reset we have seen. Submit we have seen. Telephone number. Telephone, TL means telephone number. Okay. If you want telephone number, telephone number format, some dashes are there in between telephone number, so that input telephone number, telephone num. enter telephone number, input type equal to tel. Okay, we have to use tel here if you want a telephone field, and we have to use pattern here. Pattern attribute is an input. There is a pattern attribute is there for telephone number entering. That attribute I will show you. Num5 id is num6 or whatever they give, doesn't matter. Pattern attribute is there. Pattern attribute and placeholder attribute also there. Okay, I will show you. Pattern equal to, I will show you in a minute, but I want placeholder means it shows the default value whatever the we are inputting the data. Placeholder means some like 123 hyphen 2345. I want like this one. Okay, I want like this. In telephone number should be like this format. Okay, place for whatever mentioned placeholder. Save it here. See here, onto the default it's showing just the format, which format you have to enter. The placeholder means doesn't matter. Okay, and for that we have to use pattern. Okay, pattern attribute. So if you want like this format, you have to use pattern attribute. So I will tell you in a minute. 0 to 9 3. So 3 numbers here, no? 3 1 to 3 3 digits are there, 3, and use hyphen, and 0 to 9 4 numbers are there, no? 4. Okay, so, okay, see, 0 to 9 3 here 3 digits, here 4 digits are there. In 3 digits you have to write 0 to 9 numbers. In 4 digits you have to write 0 to 9 number. Hyphen here is like the pattern. Whatever pattern is there, you have to, whatever pattern you have mentioned in pattern attribute in telephone type. Okay, and see, I'll show 2 3 4 hyphen 1 2 3 4. Okay, submit one. So it's working now, pattern. Okay, reset one. But I want, if I type wrong pattern here, like 1 2 4 5 3 4 5, it shows, I think, see, please match the requested format. So it shows error, right? Okay, only the format reset, only this format we have to enter here. But if you want to show this like this format, use placeholder. Okay, format default by fake format, default format. Next thing is input type equal tell find with time URL is input type equal time, input text we have seen, input type equal time, input type equal URL. Time means doesn't matter, we have seen daytime local, but it shows only time. If you want to enter only time, use time attribute, time type. Okay, type attribute in time. So enter number here, control C, control V, enter time, input type equal time, id is equal to num8, some whatever you have mentioned, give num7, name equal to num9. Okay, enter time here. Okay, type equal time here, right? So save it and see time. If you want to enter time in input text field, just write input type equal type time equal time there, 45 PM or AM. P means P, type A means shows AM. Okay, that's it, right? If you want time format, use input type equal time. Next thing is URL. Okay, URL, enter URL, input time is equal to URL, id is equal to num, name is equal to, so num 8, name doesn't matter, same number. Okay, so no problem. Save it. Means you are right input typical URL, you have to write in URL format. Okay, like www.http.www.youtube, like that. Okay, save it. Save it or not. Okay, enter URL. So here enter URL. If you type wrong URL like WR, I think it shows. See, please enter URL. Okay, So it shows error, enter URL. Okay, you have to write enter URL format like http.www.com, something like that. Okay, just copy here. It's on Control C, Control V. So it's working now. Okay, that's it. Reset. Next thing is, that's it, finished. I think these are the input type attribute. Okay, different input type attributes. These are the button checkbox. There is a month is there, but it won't work in the Firefox, right? So you try yourself. Input type equal month here, this one. And there are some attributes, are different attributes are for input type. We'll see now that one. The attributes are this value read only. This value is nothing but shows the default input field. Okay, value attribute. If you write here value equal to, use a default input field. Value is equal some Matthews. Okay, save it. See Matthews here. You can override it. You can write other name also, doesn't matter. Okay, not do this. Right. Okay. This value equal Matthews. Reset one. Reset. Okay. We can't reset here because we use because we have already mentioned the value. No? So like that. Right. And next thing is read only. Read only means we can't modify in read only. Okay. Read only attribute we cannot modify the input type. Just like here mentioned read only. Right. Read only. We cannot modify that, but we can submit the input field, but we cannot modify that. That's it. Save it and okay. Middle name. See, you cannot enter middle name because we have mentioned here read only attribute here. Right, that's one. Okay. And next thing is disable. Disable attribute means it won't submit it won't submit to the server, whereas read only attribute can submit the server, but so we'll see here disable. Okay, we'll type disable here. Disable attribute means where is here now? Okay, here disable attribute. Okay, disable attribute means, see, disable the input text field is disabled here. Okay, see, whereas read only attribute means we can submit this one name, submit the data to the server, but we cannot submit the data to the server in the read only disable attribute. Okay, and next means size means width. Okay, size means width. Okay, here take out the values called maths is here. Here read only, take disable. Okay, take right here disable and take out here. Okay, this one size is equal to width. Okay, some give 30. Size is nothing but width here. Size attribute is, see, it increased here now 30 means. And next thing is max width. I think so. Max length means number of characters. Okay, max length means number of characters you can write here. Max length attribute, max length is equal, I am giving 4. Okay, so you can write only 4 characters here. Save it and for last name, so you can only write 4 characters. QWERTY mention here, and I think reset QWERTY. See, so only 4 digits you have to, it enters. So we can't enter more than 4 digits there, more than 4 characters. More than 4 characters we cannot enter in the last name because we mentioned here max length equal to 4. Next one is min max attributes. Min max attributes, min max attributes, no? I think I have min max attributes I have mentioned somewhere here. Min max attribute I told, I think here. both height width, we have, I told height and width, and also min max in range. Okay, range we have total min max attribute. In number also we can see right here. Okay, if number is here, input number also we can work some number. Input type equal number here is the minimum attribute. Minimum is equal to 1. Okay, max is equal to 20. Means you can only enter 1 to 20 numbers only per. If you use minimum attribute 1, max attribute 20 for numbers field. Okay, number field. Save it, and where is input type equal number, enter number here. See, 21, 10. Okay, so it all enter for 7, 9, 20. We don't enter more than 20 because we have maximum attribute, we have given 20 only. If more than we can enter 23 means it gives error. It shows some error like the submit. See, please select value, this is no more than 20. Okay, like this one, right? Okay, like this the minimum and max attribute, that is. And next one, multiple attribute I have showed in files. Multiple pattern I have told, placeholder told, required means you have to required attribute here. Okay, 4. Okay, so required means you must enter the input field, otherwise it gives error. If you mention last name required attribute here, you must enter input field. Okay, required attribute. So without entering, I am just submitting the value here. See, it shows enter a number last name here. Okay, it's showing because it must enter here. Okay, otherwise I will show here. Okay, enter number, enter URL. Take out this required here and write here, enter URL right here. Okay, required required attribute here, URL. Okay, save it. Submitting the form. So please fill out this field because we have mentioned required attribute there. So that's the reason it's showing that please fill out this field, right? So, okay, we'll fill this one with Control C, Control V, right? We'll like this one. Okay, autofocus. Next thing is step attribute. Step attribute means uh, intervals. Okay, different intervals we are giving. If you use step attribute equal to, so it multiply with every 2 num digits. Okay, we will give for input type equal number here, number, enter number equal to here, max equal 20, step equal to 2 means it only enter 1, 2, 2. If you use step attribute equal to means the numbers can enter only 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 like that one. See, different intervals. Okay, number here, see, mention 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 up to 19 only. Okay, if you mention step attribute equal 3, so 1, 4, 7 like that one, it give like that one, you can enter here there. Okay, and next thing is autofocus. Autofocus means just focusing, that's it. Focus, that's it. So your time we are giving, enter name. Whenever you reload the page, just hit focus on that input field, just here give min autofocus. Okay, for time attribute, for type attribute equal time, autofocus. Save it. See, and I'm reloading it. See, focusing on this time input text field. Okay, autofocus, focus. Next thing is height and width list. List we have listed auto complete, we have seen in the form attributes. Okay, as of this one, as of this one input attributes, and also there is another attribute is called as form one attribute. Form attribute is there. Okay, form attribute is there. What form attribute is nothing but, okay, and I will tell you with an example that one. What is the form attribute here? Control C, we are writing this label and input type equal as outside of the form. Okay, outside equal form, just take out the value here, name, and new form attribute here. Form is equal to some form1 name, form1, and action you here id is equal to form1. Okay, so if you give like this one, so if you submitting this form, so the server consider these are also part of a form only. Okay, this is part form. Okay, although you written in outside of the form, this label input type text, this server consider this as a form only. Okay, if you write this form attribute, that's it. See, I will show you. Save it. Okay, save it and see the first name here is there, and autofocus here, and this is one we have to must enter required attribute. Attributes are there. Write some name here, ZS. Submit the form. Okay. See, he shows first name also. If name is as, see, if name equal to yes. Okay, so that's it. There are other forms are there. Form action method equal paste get post. That one we will see in the JavaScript. Okay, but as of now this one is enough for input type equal to different input types and their attributes. Okay, and just practice once more for you also. These all things, these in different attributes in different scenarios. That's it as of now. In this video we will see about iframe and media elements. Okay, first we will see the iframe. An iframe is an HTML element that allows you to embed another HTML document or content within the current document. That means iframe is nothing but displaying a document or content or web page within a web page. Okay, that's, remember here we'll see with an example. Okay, and okay, h2 is an iframe. Just iframe one, just highlighting the set and close the h2 tag, embed p tag and paragraph tag, and use some iframe element. Source is the link which we have given. I am giving the link as of now. I will copy udemy.com link. Okay, source this link udemy, control C. Okay, control V, udemy.com, and close one iframe, close iframe tag element, iframe. Okay, that's it. We'll save it, and okay, iframe. Okay, it's showing some error here, but the udemy.com website will show in this box one. Okay, and so okay, if you open in new tag, it opening and the big school, not the big school.com. Right, it shows udemy.com here. Okay, okay, just close and open once again. Close and open. Okay, showing again these things, but if you open say so, okay, it's showing udemy.com here, right? Okay, but the udemy.com have to show in this box only, but because of some error, okay, security is not showing, but in some web browsers won't support as well. But as I remember, iframe is nothing but displaying web page within a web page, a document or whatever, something. Okay, and also we have other thing is that target link is a, you can set height and width also. As you know, height and width just give some height is equal to 200 pixels, okay, and width is equal to 300 pixels, like means 300 means 300 pixels, right, like that. Height, and save it. Still it's showing this one. Okay, we'll see next thing, next attributes about iframe, about the target link. Okay, means an iframe can be used as a target frame for a link. The target attribute of the link must refer to the name attribute of the iframe, because okay, I will write an example and I'll explain it. And like first we will see w3schools.com is a famous thing for HTML. Okay, Control C and Control copy paste here. Hmm. Right. Okay, PP. I think the target and name also with them. Okay, name attribute is there and name should be same. Name is equal to iframe underscore a showing here. Okay, underscore a. Okay, so the target attribute name and the name attribute should be same to link to the this w3 school websites to the web page. Okay, with example we will, with output we'll see you. See, if you click on this w3.com, it should appear, it should appear here. Okay, the w3 should appear here, this in this box. Okay, as usual some error is there, but if you open .com it should. Okay, okay, it's giving right. Showing error. So something, iframe is nothing but, remember one thing, iframe is nothing but displaying a web page within a web page. Okay, here web page within web page, and also document or what content, whatever is web page within web page. You can also play YouTube video also with an iframe element. Okay, and next thing, media controls, right? Video, video and audio. Okay, autoplay controls. Okay, I have, first we'll see audio control. Okay, see audio control has to audio, audios and media, and has to tag h2 audio. And for audio you have to audio element, and you have to use if you want audio, and the source attribute, and I have given here a sleep away name. Okay, same in same folder I have saved this sleep away audio file, sleep away dot mp4. Okay, it support mp4. And controls. Okay, controls also is there, you have to write controls attribute. That's it. Audio, here audio, sleep away audio, some name you give it, sleep away audio, cozy audio. Okay, and mention all this one here in p paragraph, new paragraph, close the paragraph, save it. Okay, audio one, play this one. Sorry, mp3 here. I'm sorry, mp3. The audio is in mp3 one. Okay, sorry, and save it. Okay, right, that's audio one. Okay, these are the controls: display control, volume control. Okay, for control attribute, if you eliminate this control attribute here, if you take out this control attribute, and it won't show here. Okay, it won't show in the audio one. Okay, so control attributes must. Okay, you have to write control attributes must. And also there is a video also there, same thing, same like this thing, and we'll copy this one here. Video element, if you want to video tag, if you want to video in your web page, use video element. Okay, control C and control V, and here show video one, video src equal to, and I have given here some name. What's name it is? Some wildlife, not wildlife, cola boat earth. Okay, is equal to earth.mp4, mp4, and controls. First you take out the controls and see how it will be. Okay, and that's it, and it's earth video, and close the video tag also. That's it, and save it, open, and see video. But there are no controls here. Okay, if you want controls, use control attribute in video element. Controls. Okay, save it, save it. Okay, see here controls, play video and sound and everything. Video here. Okay, and if you want autoplay, means whenever we are reloading a page, it should video should play automatically. For that you have to do autoplay attribute. Okay, for that you have to write autoplay attribute, autoplay attribute. And there is a problem here, but we'll see if it is working or not. If you reload the page, the video should play automatically. So it's not playing automatically, but you have to write muted. Okay, before autoplay you have to write muted attribute also, so that it will play automatically. I don't know, see, it's playing automatically. Reload the page and play automatically. Okay, the video plays automatically. And that's about the, and you can write height and width. You can set height width like this one. Okay, here you can try on your own. I set the wireframe height same like this one. You can set height and width to audio and video element also. And also anything is there, elements, type attribute is there. If there is mp3 type, you can use type attribute for auto formats. Okay, different audio formats. And also you can use YouTube video also in 5 frame, right? We'll try see this one. We'll see that. Just control C, control V. Just take out this one, name and everything. These are no need as of now, and this whole thing no need. So, https://www.udb.com again, youtube.com Okay, iframe. Well, it won't show here, no? See, we'll check it will work or not. Yeah, as usual, it won't work here. Oh, it's working here, but it won't work here. But we can play YouTube in this video also. Okay, but see, and one thing is there. w3schools.com is there, no? Here, open site in new tab. In that, open HTML. There is a HTML YouTube is there. Medium. Here you can see, check it. Okay, so I will copy this one. It will work here. Source equal h3, control C. Okay. Okay. Save it. This work here. Okay, and I think height is equal to width is equal to some is there, no? Height width weight bigger. That's the reason. Control C. Still won't give. But YouTube has to play here. Okay, check like this one. Okay, and right, and otherwise we'll copy all these things here. Control C. It's not working. Okay, try example this thing, and let's see will work or not. Some web browsers won't support it, and maybe in your web browser it may support it. And also there is some attributes are there for autoplay plus muted, and also loop. If you want your video to loop forever, use loop equal to 1, and you write end and loop equal to 1 here. And YouTube controls are there for controls, to play and mute sound, mute, and then display like that. Displaying the bar, some bar, is like this bar, this thing, controls equal 0 to not display the controls in the video player. Please controls display. Okay, so try these examples also. Audio and video control in simple terms. In simple terms, if you want video in your web page, use video element, and audio in your web page, audio element. And for the controls, okay, if you want control, use controls attribute also. Muted autoplay for autoplay versions, and iframe also can use it to display video in your web page. Okay, that's it for this video. Hello, in this video we will learn about the canvas element, and also some interview questions. We will see some basic interview questions, common interview questions. Okay, first we will see the canvas element here. The HTML canvas element is used to draw graphics on a web page. If you want to draw a graphics on a web page, you have to use canvas element. But canvas is just a container. You have to use JavaScript to draw real graphics in a web page. Okay, but basic understanding purpose, I will show with a simple example. Okay, just copy this one here. Canvas, we have to use canvas. Okay, remember, if you want to draw a graphics on a web page, you have to use canvas element. Okay, this canvas element. Okay, I will copy this and I'll explain with an example. historical one page, right? Okay, so here, okay, right, okay, h2 and try canvas is elements, use it to draw, sorry, use it to draw graphics on, okay, graphics on web page. Okay, okay, see here we are using simple box, okay, simple here, simple close tag h2. Here we're using simple text box, okay, mesh line will write it, okay. Here we are using simple box, okay. So this canvas element we are using tag canvas id equal, you can give any id here, my canvas or whatever. And width height, width means horizontal, height means vertical, 200 pixel, 100 pixels. Style border, one page solid border. Yeah, this is, we will see in css sections, but right now just remember that style attribute is used for border property, and 1px is a border length, and solid is border, what we call border line, I will tell you. And red color is border color, okay, border width, okay, border length, border style, okay, solid means border style, and red means border color, okay, border width, border length, border style, border color, right? Style attribute, okay, it's border is a property. This we will see in css classes, but just remember simply, okay. And we will save it and we will see the output now. See, simple red color, okay, simple box red color. And suppose if you want to increase the border length, okay, this border length is 1 pixel I have given. If I will give now 5 pixels, it changes, okay. Save it. And okay, so the border length has been changed 5 pixels also, so it will be changed here. And if you want, if you want dotted lines, okay, it's a straight line, but you want dotted lines, so for that you have to give dotted, okay, instead of solid here, dotted, okay. Save it. See here, dotted, dot, okay. You want red color, you want blue color, just change to blue, okay. Red color, blue. So like this one, okay. But this is a simple graphics, okay. Blue, and I want solid, I don't want dotted, I want solid one, solid lines. So for that use solid here, okay. So this is a simple diagram, but if you want to draw more complex diagrams, you have to use JavaScript for that. But as of now, just remember that canvas element is used to draw graphics on a web page, okay. This one and this example, you have to give width, height, and style. This other CS sections we will see later more. And also other thing is there, SVG also this is a scalable vector graphics, and it is also used to define graphics for a web. But as SVG defines vector based graphics in XML format, okay. And this is example, you try it, okay, here. And you have to know, if you want to draw SVG, you have to know the XML and also the what we call CSS, okay. So okay, that's the reason, and I'll tell you later about this one. Just remember this scalable vector graphics, and the SVG defines vector based graphics in XML format, okay. You have to know the stroke width. We'll see these all in CSS, okay. Fill in color, circle. If you want circle means you have to write circle here, element name. If you want a rectangle means you have to get rec, okay, like that. And it's a, okay, difference is SVG is a language for describing 2D graphics in XML, whereas Canvas draw 2D graphics with JavaScript, okay. That's it. And we'll see SVG and Canvas more in CSS classes, as a, because you have to do more styling XML, you have to use it. That's the reason. But simply remember that. But to design a graphics on a web page, you have to use canvas element or SVG. And for gaming purposes, mostly uses canvas elements, okay. and also some way these are interview questions. We'll see common HTML questions. Okay, so I have prepared some common HTML questions. There are other questions also there, but these are very basic and basic interview questions and common. Okay, commonly people ask for freshers especially. For interviewers ask freshers these questions especially. So what is HTML? As you know, hypertext markup language is a different versions of HTML. HTML includes HTML4. Okay, you go through this one. What is the purpose of document type in HTML? Document declaration using document and helps a browser in the content like this. What are the basic tags for document and HTML? You have to explain all these things. You have to study. And what is the difference between the division and span? Okay, division is a block level and span is inline level. If you want a new line, you have to go to division. If you want to span inline element does not create a line breaks, you have to use span element. Okay, and what was the purpose of alt attribute? Image attribute. If you write a alternative version of image, if you image source link is wrong, means the location which you have given image is wrong, source attribute is wrong, will alt attribute displays alt attribute in the web browser web page. Or you will tag another list, order list. Okay, another list means order. If you don't want numbers, if you want order, you go to another list. If you want numbers, go to the order list. Okay, these are the all things I explained in the previous classes, so go through that one. Okay, what is the difference? What is the difference in terms of usage? Okay, span element use difference use for inline styling for grouping inline elements. Okay, if you want if you are drawing a if you are writing a paragraph, you want some colors between a paragraph, use span element. Okay, div use for block level division section of pages, different groups. If you want different groups, if you are writing paragraph on different groups, use division element, div element. Okay, semantic elements, header, navigate section. I have told you about these things in previous lectures. Check that one. How to link external CS and JavaScript. In that section, we have to use link tag. Okay, for linking external CS to the JavaScript file. Okay, difference between get and post methods. Get method to get the data, post method to write the data or update the data. These things. Difference between these. You remember the important one. What is the difference between ID and class in HTML? Okay, an ID is a unique identifier used to identify specific element, while a class is a reusable identifier used to group elements with similar properties. That means ID and class are used to identify specific element only, but main difference is that class element uses class means if you are using different elements like paragraph, h1 tag, and some other elements. Okay, you want same color, use class element. Okay, you want same color for different elements, for paragraph element, for h1 element, for h2 element, like that. For these three elements, if you want same color, use the class element. Okay, you want element, but you want unique identifier for each and element. You want unique identification, use use id attribute. Okay, id use id attribute and use class attribute for the if you want same color for different elements. Okay, for unique identification attribute, use id. What is the difference between inline and class? Can I show example? Okay, I think I told you before examples about id and class example. Okay, inline and block, inline block elements. Okay, what is the purpose of form tag here? Form tag, you see the form tag, create use input data. I think these are section. Hyperlink, you to create hyperlink, use anchor tag, a tag. Okay, href means hypertext difference. Okay, table, how to create table I've shown. I think I tell like example. So these are the very common interview questions. Okay, or common just for freshers, these are the must. Okay, that's it, and we will see CSS. Okay, CSS classes in CSS and different classes, and more HTML elements will include in CSS class. Okay, that's it.